Welcome back to my channel. DeepSeek is making waves in the AI world. It delivers cutting-edge reasoning capabilities while using significantly less compute. The secret lies in a game-changing technique, Group Relative Policy Optimization, or GRPO. Let's dive in. LLMs are typically trained with reinforcement learning using the Proximal Policy Optimization, or PPO. PPO requires training both a policy model and a value function, which estimates future rewards and is usually referred to as a critic model. The value function is a separate neural network model of comparable size. Instead of PPO, which requires a separate critic network to guide learning, DeepSeek uses Group Relative Policy Optimization, or GRPO, a novel reinforcement learning method that doesn't need a value function as the critic. This alone saves a massive amount of compute. GRPO is a reinforcement learning algorithm designed to enhance policy optimization. First, GRPO selects a query queue from a pool of training queries Q. P of Q represents the probability distribution of training queries. GRPO then samples a group of outputs O from the old policy pi theta old. Theta represents the parameters of the current policy. GRPO's goal is to optimize the policy model by maximizing the objective. J is the objective function that GRPO seeks to maximize. E is the expected reward. Essentially, E is the average of the computed policy updates across different sampled questions Q from a dataset P of Q. The second part of the equation is responsible for updating the model's policy. G denotes the number of actions or outputs in a batch. Pi theta over pi theta old is the importance sampling ratio, which measures how much the new policy pi theta differs from the old policy. Pi theta OQ is the probability of choosing output OI under the new policy. Pi theta old OQ is the probability of choosing output OI under the old policy. If the ratio is 1, that means the new policy assigns the same probability as the old policy. If the ratio is larger than 1, that means the new policy assigns a higher probability to the output than before. This ratio measures how much the new policy changes relative to the old policy. A is the advantage function. R is the reward assigned by the reward model to an output OI, and it can be based on different criteria such as accuracy, format, or human-aligned reward. Instead of using an absolute value generated by an external value function in PPO, GRPO computes the advantage function using a normalized reward approach to compare how much better the response OI is relative to other responses in the same batch. The clipping mechanism prevents extreme updates by limiting how much the probability ratio can change. If the importance sampling ratio grows too large outside 1 minus epsilon and 1 plus epsilon, update is clipped to avoid instability. The final part is the KL divergence. DKL is the KL divergence between the new policy pi theta and a reference policy pi ref. This function penalizes large deviations from the reference policy, ensuring that policy updates are gradual and stable. Pi theta is the updated policy model that we are training. Pi ref is the reference policy, typically the policy from the previous iteration. OIT represents the token output at time step t. Q is the query. OI less than t refer to previous tokens before time step t. We are essentially comparing the probability of generating a token OIT under the updated policy versus the reference policy. The ratio of reference to new policy probabilities represents how much the reference policy's probability differs from the updated policy. If this ratio is large, it means the new policy assigns much lower probability to the token compared to the reference. The logarithmic term ensures that large differences are penalized logarithmically, meaning small deviations are tolerated, but large deviations lead to stronger penalties. Lastly, Subtracting 1 normalizes the KL divergence to prevent it from being unnecessarily large. KL divergence smooths training updates, ensuring that the new policy remains close to the previous iteration, because if the policy changes too aggressively, it might forget useful strategies. KL divergence keeps exploration gradual, so the model retains beneficial reasoning patterns. Beta is a hyperparameter controlling how much weight we give to this penalty. Putting them all together, we sample queries Q from a dataset P of Q. The old policy generates multiple outputs OI, each output gets a relative reward, and advantage AI based on how it compares to others in the batch. The new policy updates by increasing the probability of better outputs while using clipping to prevent extreme changes. The KL divergence penalty ensures that the updated policy stays close to the reference policy. Compared to PPO, GRPO is more efficient because no value model is required. GRPO compares outputs within a batch, normalizing their advantage scores instead of relying on absolute reward values estimated by a value model, which consumes much computing power to train. By having one trainable model instead of two, DeepSeek achieves strong reasoning capabilities with significantly lower computational costs than traditional PPO-based reinforcement learning. DeepSeek's approach proves that cutting-edge reasoning AI doesn't have to come with massive compute costs. By replacing PPO with GRPO, they've eliminated the need for a critic model, making training cheaper, faster, and more scalable. If you found this deep dive useful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more AI research breakdowns. See you next time.